needed a solution on humanitarian aid, even while Israel was conducting these combat operations to defeat Hamas. And when we looked around the world, who could do this, take over the humanitarian aid, we were left with one option. We didn't think it should be the Israel Defense Forces. Israel lacks legitimacy with the Palestinian population. And frankly, it had its hands full doing the military job of defeating Hamas. American forces weren't going to do it. We didn't think Arab forces would step up and do this. And the UN system as it existed under UNRWA was illegitimate in the eyes of Israel, unacceptable in Israel's eyes because it had been so complicit with Hamas over the last decade and a half. So what we proposed was the idea of creating some kind of private, nonprofit entity backed by some of the multinational stakeholders, the United States, the Arab forces, friendly European nations, perhaps, that would put financing, put expertise, appoint a board of directors made out of experts on humanitarian relief and business, and have them put in charge of beginning to deliver as the IDF cleared out areas of Gaza from Hamas fighters. You would have this entity fall in and begin to provide essential humanitarian assistance to the population free of Hamas's control. At the same time, we knew that you would have to still secure those operations of that private, nonprofit, multinational entity. Our task force looked to this enormous industry that's grown up over the last 2 decades during the American War on Terror, called the private security contracting industry, made up of former professional soldiers, often special forces, who have worked in the Middle East, supported the American Army in its operations in places like Iraq and Afghanistan, who would be willing to come in on short notice, secure the operations of this nonprofit humanitarian entity, and then allow this project to build as Hamas was gradually defeated throughout Gaza. Starting with humanitarian aid was the keeping people alive, ending the suffering. Taking it away from Hamas's control was the initial objective, but once that had been done,